Oh, hello there, SCP Foundation staff, as well as those from the greatest. Let's not try to rush this. Hello there, Site 42 staff, as well as those of you from the greater SCP Foundation, and welcome to another anomalous broadcast from Site 42. This time, a field mission from Dr. Sherman, but a very freaking tired field mission. We are decompressing from the convention, which was a wonderful convention. A good time was had by all, but also, I'm frickin' tired, man. So you got me for a short stream, everybody, but the streak continues. The streak is not broken. Chaos Goblin Dogs, Silent Follower, Amber Chaos, Senior Researcher Frogman, Devil Alki. Good to see you all in the chat. Thank you for being members. Meanwhile, Dr. Monster, Rockster, John Bendy Demon, and your bestie is a murderer. Welcome to chat, just for being you. As you see, I'm in the field. We have a difficulty seeing donations that are underneath $5. So if those come up, make sure you guys let me know so I don't miss them. I will check the other menu where they pop up every once in a while, but yes, that is just a difficulty we have in the field. The desk is active and ready for action. Do not get slammed through the desk or do so at your own peril. Some of you are weird and I allow that. So, hello there. Junior Researcher HLG, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself some chicken and waffles on your way past the commissary. I'm making some bread, Dr. Sherman. Would you like some? I would desperately like some bread right now. The fact that I don't have bread is criminal? Yes. If you can get bread to my location clandestinely, then yes. Yes, that would sound great. Is SCP-1048 still on the loose, as some might call it? Dr. Monster? Yes. 1048 is still active. It turns out while I was gallivanting at Metrocon 2025, hopefully we saw you there. It was a very good stream and a very good in real life panel. It was our first SCP meetup as a community that I know of. No. It's not the first SCP meetup. Obviously, there have been SCP meetups, but it's my first SCP meetup, and it went well. So we're very happy about that. And thankfully, thanks to none of you, none of the bad things you wanted to happen to me happened to me. I was told how many of you wanted that thing to accost me in real life. Are you trying to have me get sick all over a convention floor? How dare you? You're all monsters. I love you anyways, but damn it. Silent Follower, thank you for your first donation to today's stream as well as being a member. Grab yourself a bread pudding on your way past the commissary. And thank you for the delightful corgi sticker. It is going quite well. For me, forgot my number. Are you aware that you are not me, yet feel compelled to use first person, or do you genuinely think I am you and you are me? It's a little bit of both. When you're dealing with me, SCP-426, a toaster that can only be spoken about in the first person, you do not start by thinking you are a toaster, you just think you are me. But then, after a while, you do start to associate yourself more and more with me, i.e. a toaster. And some very bad things happen in that database entry. It's very short. You should read SCP-426, i.e. me, to understand exactly what it does to people, and then to feel sorry for the people who have fallen into that. Chaos Goblin Dogs, thank you for your first donation to today's stream as well as being a member. Grab yourself some chicken tendies on your way past the commissary. Dr. Sherman, question, what SCP are in Montana? Well, I always have the database search function, which I will continue to teach you all how to use until you stop wasting my time by asking questions you could easily solve yourself. But hey, as long as I am trying to answer questions on the internet, I will do my best, even if I think you all could figure this out on your own quite well. Let me teach you how to research. So, I go to the SCP Wiki's site function. And once that site function loads, I search. And we're not going to spoil by looking at Desk giving me the answers, even though he is certainly correct. Yes, when I'm typing through a screen, I need to... So let's see what we got. SCP-3999 has a mention of Montana. SCP-3300 takes place in Montana. That is a Montana SCP, to be fair. 1192 takes place in Montana. We don't deal with the log of extra normal events. It's just too much. Here's Missoula, Montana, a Foundation facility. 73333. That was too many threes. 7333 was found in Montana. And also, Business Lizard is great. If you're not familiar with Business Lizard, that is a very adorable anomaly. So yes, there are many, many anomalies in Montana or being found in Montana. And you can know them all if you use the SCP Wiki's search function. I believe in you, junior and senior researchers. You have the power. You don't have to ask the site director the simplest questions. You can research. You have the power. I believe in you. Silent Follower, thank you for donating another wonderful corgi. And farewell to you. Thank you for joining us for a short time. Is Spider Moon an SCP? Intern Jack? Spider Moon is not an SCP, only because it's not on the SCP database. But it is anomalous AF, and we hate it for that. We have a facility in Missoula. Is Hank Green an anomaly? I knew it. Dr. Ledoux, don't be ridiculous. Like me, Dr. Green is a researcher, a completely non-anomalous researcher, totally 100% human. Him and his socks, so human and non-anomalous and completely normal. Dr. Green, totally human, and you saw nothing. Spider Moon is the only SCP we are actively trying to destroy. False. We are actively trying to destroy SCP-682. 682 is on the chopping block. That is up for decommissioning. We are trying to kill it. So, not the only one, but, and honestly, Spider Moon I'm not supposed to be trying to kill. But I'm going to. But that's an unofficial project that the O5 aren't going to hear about, right? You're not going to tell the O5 about this. I know you won't. You're cool. We're cool. We're all cool. Sorry, I can't read good yet. Oh, Chaos Goblin Dogs. I didn't know you were an Undertale fan. Also, Chaos Goblin Dogs, thank you for donating again. Feels, thank you for your level 1 researcher membership for 3 months message. Keep doing your duty for the Foundation. How would Batman affect the Foundation's work? So on one hand, Batman is not our problem. Not anomalous. Just a dude, it turns out. We obviously imprisoned Batman for a time, but when it turned out after rigorous testing, the Batman is just a normal rich person, then, I mean, we're not going to hold him, so we just had to let him go. And also, at least in Gotham City, Batman is keeping some of those anomalous entities in Arkham Asylum, which is a kind of containment. So actually, the SCP Foundation loves Batman. That's your answer. But what about Man-Bat? Zerdrin, first of all, thank you for being a member. Obviously, Man-Bat is supposed to be in containment. It is a man and a bat, the opposite of Batman, who is a bat and a man. And yes, if Batman were not doing such a good job holding down Man-Bat, we would have to intervene. But Batman might as well be a Foundation agent at this point. I have accomplished the impossible. I have made the tree scream, but I will not tell you how. A magician never reveals its secrets. Intern Ree, don't lie to a site director. If 4521 screamed, I would have gotten the alert. Do you know how many alarms I have set? Do you know how many sensors I have in that room? Do you think you can lie to me in my own site and I won't know it? Let's not play these games. We're well beyond these games. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Hello, Razor. Thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself a honeydew on your way past the commissary. How cooked are we when a dark fountain is opened at a site? Do you understand how annoying dark fountains are as a Foundation researcher? What? You can just, with willpower, open up your own spatial anomaly as willy-nilly as you want? It's terrible. I hate it. And every time it happens, someone gets demoted to D class because someone should have been there to stop that. And if they weren't, they will suffer. Doomsday 2 Master, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself some chamomile tea on your way past the commissary. What about Batman's Tibetan monk technique? Wouldn't that make him worth of containment or gathering resources and information? What about Batman's Tibetan monk technique? Is there a certain anomaly I'm not familiar with here? Because Tibetan monks do freaky things all the time, but they are normal within the bounds of human biology. So, in that way, the Tibetan monks, while wild AF, are still human. They're still normal. That seems to be a normal human thing. Let me know if there's an anomaly there, but to my knowledge, it's still human. I'm being told Intern Hyena has donated some single dollars and retracted their messages. And I'm not seeing them on my end on the front end. I'm getting these from desk on the back end. So it might be that if you donate $1, it doesn't alert me. So let's be careful of that. Less than $5, it doesn't show me, but I can go to another menu. $1 or less, it might not show me at all, because I do not see Hyena's messages. But Hyena, thank you for your donations. Grab yourself some Skittles on your way past the commissary regardless. Colbin, Traveling Man, welcome to Site 42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. Dr. Sherman, we just got news that the Build-A-Bear did make a chicken bear. Damn it! I knew it. I went back to that district today. By accident, I got on the wrong trolley. I got turned around. It was a whole thing. But I did have some delightful tacos. Alaskan tacos, something I've never heard of before. But while I was there, I saw the chickens again, and it turns out I did not see any chicken bears. So I'm disappointed that I missed out on the chicken bears, and I hope the Mobile Task Force has handled it, because we do not need the chicken bears getting loose in that district. There are so many chickens in the streets already. If you're not familiar with the Ybor City chickens, it's a whole rabbit hole. And if there were chicken bears, that would be very bad. Please tell me they have them in containment. That's all I need to know. Faza, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself a sleepy gummy on your way past the commissary, because you're being terrorized by insomnia right now. Help. Allow my dulcet tones to help you fall asleep in the meanwhile, unless you find a sleep aid that helps. I like tea. I don't like warm milk. I'm not a warm milk guy. I do take a California governmentally approved sleepy time aid for bed most nights, because the horrors keep you up. Anyways. Two-time fan, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself some flapjacks on your way past the commissary. Is that blue in your hair? Yes, I have some turquoise blue and a deeper blue and purple on this side. We're doing a peacock theme. My hairstylist at the on-site salon had a very fun time, and people have been enjoying it. It was a very fun change for the convention. Hyena, thank you for donating $2 this time, so I could actually see your donation. Enjoy another Snickers at the commissary. SCP Boo and Roo, have the Foundation vaporized them. I don't know which anomalies you're referring to as Boo and Roo. Please elaborate. Either way, we don't destroy anomalies, because then we can't study them. So the likelihood of your statement is still bad, but you could still elaborate if you want me to further say no, I guess. Aesthetic Zone, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself a hot toddy on your way past the commissary. How would the Foundation contain the entity from Dead by Daylight? I'm not ready to answer that question yet. You see, I have a researcher, a Dr. Amara, that is working in depth on all of the Dead by Daylight killers and entities. It is a long-term project, collaboration, and the peak of that project would be the entity. But it's a lot of research. So just know it is on my conspiracy board, and we're working on it. Agent Starbricks, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Grab yourself some chicken wings on your way past the commissary. If I were an anomaly, what class do you think I'd be? Well, I need more information, because obviously any anomaly that is sapient and sentient and able to talk in a chat, it would need to be at the very least Euclid. You can't have a safe class anomaly that could walk out a door. So at least Euclid, but I would need to know more about your anomalous abilities if I were to classify you as Keter or not, or further, more esoteric object classes. SPC Where's Waldo? Well, first of all, intern Doug, Waldo is an SCP, not an SPC, for the sheer fact that the Waldo anomaly is not a shark. But if the Shark Punching Center had a Waldo, I would assume it must be some sort of Where's Waldo shark hiding among the sea anemones and coral and other sea life that it would be trying to, not be found. So, I'm interested in the Shark Punching Center's version of Waldo. You've got my attention. I'd like to hear more. Bunny Lover, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself a mint julep on your way past the commissary. What class am I? I is a time traveler god. Overpowered anomalies are Keter, but they're also usually deleted from the site very quickly for being too overpowered. I highly suggest you install some flaws and some interesting character traits so that you do not get downvoted into oblivion, as is the wiki's standard cultural way with Mary Sue characters. GM Productions, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself a spaghetti on your way past the commissary. You better have a damn good reason SCP-682 is high, Dr. Sherman. I do not appreciate the way it is looking at the scientists right now. 052. No. We were not supposed to test 420-J with 682. The last time we did that, it exhaled the anomalous good into all of our staff and then breached containment. No. Who did it? I will fire them immediately. Or I will fire them out of the sun launcher immediately. Just tell me who done it. Just tell me who done it. I'll fix it. Sheeny, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Grab yourself a Boulevardier on your way past the commissary. Shark Punching Center's Where's Waldo is just a shark in a striped shirt. So you're saying it's a tiger shark. Okay, I'm with you. I get it. This is the right way to go. Is teleporting a loaf of milk bread anomalous? Anything that teleports is anomalous. It's that easy. Don't even worry about what it is. If it teleports, it's anomalous, and it's really annoying to contain. I hate teleporters. Intern, yes, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself some chicken fries on your way past the commissary. Is it even possible to contain a Minecraft player character since they can carry, survive, and punch with roughly 80 quintillion kilos of force? Main character syndrome is what I was talking about just a minute ago. When people make main characters in games or Mary Sue's, then yeah, the Foundation's not going to be able to do much because you have God mode powers. And therefore, yes, you can escape all you want, and also you're kind of a boring character in the universe. You've got to have some flaws, you've got to be containable, you've got to have ins and outs and character story. It can't just be, ooh, I poofed out of containment all the time. People just get bored of reading that. It's the Mary Sue problem. It's as old as internet fan fiction. And even older, actually. Remember, Dante's Inferno is Mary Sue fan fiction. I didn't say it. It was Radiger. We love her and she's always right. So blame Radiger. Dante's Inferno is your self-insert fanfic, and we all just have to deal with it. And it is also one of the pillars of classic literature. So take what I said with a grain of salt. Sometimes you can do your self-insert and do it really well. You just have to balance it. Dr. Pepper Dragon, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Grab yourself You know what? Just for today, grab yourself a black truffle butter steak on your way past the commissary. I don't know why, I just feel like, for you in particular, have a good one. Have a good trip by the commissary. Enjoy it. Hey boss, if you need to decompress from the con, you could always come down to the minor anomaly warehouse. Tonight we're testing an AC unit, which somehow is always the loudest thing in the room. Might the anomalous AC that is always the loudest thing in the room be able to annoy the tree into screaming? Can this be a 4-5-2-1 test? Because then I will be very entertained. I would love this for me and for you, but mostly for me. Yes. I'll see you after the stream. This sounds good. What is SCP? Intern guilty of crime. This must be your first day. I'm happy to explain. So, in case you're new here, I am Dr. Theron Sherman of the SCP Foundation. I am site director of Site 42. I run this ship. Also, the SCP Foundation is an non-governmental organization that hides monsters and magic items from the general public. We are like the Men in Black, but for more than aliens. And there are a lot of people who don't like that we contain anomalies, so they try to stop us. And, we don't like destroying anomalies because you can't research them anymore. We're scientists. We do science. Therefore, we're willing to expend some sacrificial lambs, i.e. D-class, or fellow researchers if they're in the wrong place at the wrong time, as long as science is done. Science. Sheeny, thank you for donating again. Mary Sue is basically the equivalent of kids playing cops and robbers, like, I shot you, nuh-uh, you missed because I dodged it. That's pretty much it. In any story, if your character can always just deflect because you said so, then you're not going to have a very interesting story for long. Agent Starbricks, thank you for donating again. I can touch objects and make them teleport. And can you not do that? Can you resist the urge to make me do so much more paperwork? Can you just not teleport things out of the site? I'm begging you. I'm begging. I'm so tired. Is Jesus anomalous? Well, it really depends on which Jesus you're talking about. The SCP Foundation has 4 Jesuses in containment, or Jesi. We have SCP-3305, the Bread Jesus, a Jesus that is a humanoid entity made of bread. Its blood is wine. And that's Bread Jesus. Then we have SCP-029-J, Uber Driver Jesus. If Jesus was an Uber driver, it's right on the tin. Then we have SCP-6542, Milk Jesus, or as we nicknamed it, Cheesus. And that's, Jesus, but with milk. I guess that's... I guess if you're the Lamb of God and lambs are mammals, then there's milk involved, but I think it's a bit of a stretch. And not like a good cheese stretch, like a story stretch. And then, finally, we have SCP-5991, codename Vor Jesus. It's the Jesus that eats you. I'm done with this conversation. Just all of the Jesuses that I know are anomalous, and I don't know of a non-anomalous Jesus, to answer your question. Bunny Lover, thank you for donating again. Okay, I listen if you give me music, food, and stuffies. Music is free. Food is part of the Foundation containment procedures. It depends on how many stuffed animals. Name your terms. Yes, I'm not you. Thank you for donating again. No, I meant every character can carry that. Yes, and all of them are Mary Sue's. They're all made-up demigods for self-empowerment, which is fun for a video game, but not for a story. Dr. Pepper Dragon, thank you for your 3-month member message. Well, keep on keeping on as a staff member. Perhaps. They will not say they love me, and so I ask them over. But though they always answer, perhaps, perhaps, perhaps. Faza, thank you for donating again. 2 more precious doubloons from your local Slav. Well, I am glad to have doubloons in containment, so I very much appreciate it. Yes, I'm Not You, thank you for donating again. Was Ghostbusters just an SCP activity cover-up? Listen, if they weren't so capitalism-pilled, they would be a mobile task force by now. The SCP Foundation does have a mobile task force named Ghostbusters because obviously we like the reference. But they're just too Reaganomics over there. Oh, we're going to start a small business. We don't want to work for a big company / foundation. Bunch of idiots over there in New York. Dihydrogen monoxide, thank you for your first donation to today's stream as well as being a member. Grab yourself some jelly babies on your way past the commissary. There's too many anomalies around here. Let me just go chill out in my pocket dimension. Shit, that's anomalous too. Also, I have a partner now. Well, yes, I knew you were anomalous, and please just don't make my life harder with pocket dimension travel, but also, congratulations on your romance, as long as it's another anomaly, because staff should not fraternize with the anomalies. That'd be very annoying. And also, I'm not supposed to let the anomalies fraternize, but just this once, I'm decompressing from Metrocon. It'll be fine. Agent Starbricks, thank you for donating again. What class would I be with my ability? Well, it depends. Can you make yourself teleport? Because if you're only able to teleport other things, it makes you Euclid. But if you can self-teleport, automatic Keter, straight to jail. Grunder, thank you for your first donation to today's stream as well as being a member. Grab yourself a pint of mead on your way past the commissary. Dr. Sherman, would SCP-2509 make the tree scream? Well, I would need to look up SCP-2509 in the database because I do not know what that is. And so it would take me one moment to look that up. And also, guys, we have reached the 30-minute of today's stream. So just be aware, as soon as I'm done with the questions that I am going to answer, we are making our way downtown, walking fast, faces past, and I'm homebound. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. SCP-2509. Could you make the tree scream? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to make trees scream, that is a hypothetical, because obviously it is always noblest in the mind to make trees scream. Well, it is in fact a chainsaw. And so my hopes are high. What does the chainsaw do? Okay, it's a chainsaw, a power drill, head shears. They're animate, capable of movement by rapidly slamming themselves against the ground while pivoting and tilting forward. They're sentient. No, because otherwise they're just normal. I'm glad that they're alive. That's very cute for them, but they're not going to make the tree scream, frustratingly enough to me. But thank you for the suggestion. I didn't know about that anomaly. I've learned something tonight. Bunny Lover, thank you for donating again. 4, all being bunnies. Also, I need soda candy, please. Well, 999 needs soda and candy, so we're on with that. And 4 stuffies is within regulation. So, yes, I agree to your terms. Get in your box and we'll make this happen. Dr. Ledoux, thank you for your 1-month Mobile Task Force Captain message. Thank you for your service. Got answers on the inter-office cognitohazard. Sent by someone trying to make Clown Milk Jesus happen. Whole mail depot was exposed, amnestics deployed. Thank you. Thank you for stopping that individual from making Clown Milk Jesus happen. I don't know what I would have done. We can't let that be a thing. Agent Starbricks, thank you for donating again. I can't teleport myself. Then you're Euclid. Hallelujah. Stay in your cell, we won't have any problems. Unless, can you teleport only objects or can you teleport walls? Because if you can teleport walls, then you can just walk out of your cell after you teleport a wall. Therefore, you are still Keter. I'm glad I caught that. Otherwise, we might have had a containment breach. Okay, Site 42 staff. We're at the 35-minute time break. I need to go to bed. I am still decompressing from this convention. My ankle rehab's going great, but I need rest. And so, as we do at the end of stream, I always tell you my favorite SCPs. Not the SCPs I wrote. That would be cheating. I love my SCPs. But you can read them. If you want to read the SCPs I wrote, you can go to the Sherm's Site 42 Hub and author page. And that is on the SCP database. You can go there right now. And while you're there enjoying my SCP articles that I have wrote, they're all mid comparatively to the rest of the community. This community is great. I'm the yapper, they're the writers. But as long as you enjoy my work, you can go there, and while you're there, there's some donation links. You can become a Site 42 Patreon patron. If you want to donate monthly, you can do a YouTube channel membership for the same thing. Or you could do one-time donations through Ko-Fi or YouTube Super Chat. Either way, if you can donate cash money to the Site 42 cause, we appreciate your service outright, because that makes the secret plans I made at this convention for possible cool projects more likely. And that's all I'm going to say. You'll have to wait for that for future reference. Hi, Distraction. Samuel Corelli. Thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself a hot link on your way past the commissary. And you asked, how did the separations of the oldest house go? Listen. Them hiss is a problem. We're still working on it. The new director, very inexperienced. It's a bit of a slow time. But that is how we're working our way downtown, walking fast with the faces past. You know the rest. Now, my favorite SCPs in no particular order are SCP-3999, SCP-3043, SCP-008-J, SCP-Spooky-J, SCP-5031, SCP-5175, SCP-5320, and with a big content warning, SCP-8980. That's a rough one. I was talking to someone at the convention this week who it made them so angry that they stopped rating SCP for a month. Good work, Yossi. Your article is fire. Speed round 399930430008-J, Spooky-J, 5031, 5175, 5320, and 8980. Content warning on the last one. I am Noah, Guy Sherry, 8980. As long as you read the content warnings, enjoy yourself. And don't enjoy yourself, because it's actually very... And a reminder, if you are broke, gang, and you can't donate cash money, as long as you're here, liking, sharing, subscribing, doing the YouTube business. Oh, and likes are higher than the viewers. Congratulations, Mobile Task Force Sci-42, codename Signal Boosters. You did it. Good work. So as long as you are helping out on the YouTube side of things, you are part of our Signal Booster Mobile Task Force, and it is up to us, Site-42 and Mobile Task Force Sci-42, to support the SCP community any way we can. The wiki, the authors, the artists, the game devs, the filmmakers. The more we help out, the more likely we are to get badass SCP films and games. I'm working on them secretly. Don't tell nobody. And I'll tell you when you can tell somebody. And so, with that, forgot one last thing. We dropped a community post today on the community tab. If you go to the Site42 channel, there is friend of the channel, VIPC. They are doing probably their last set of SCP playing cards. And so we're working with them. Mr. Illustrate is working with them. And in return, there is an Mr. Illustrated's character, Mike, and there's a Dr. Sherman playing card. And I'm so mad because someone in the community post comment said, man, that Dr. Sherman is looking a lot like Sans Undertale. And now I can't unsee it. Now I can't unsee Sans is Dr. Sherman confirmed. Wendigo Hunter and your local Luna, welcome to Site 42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. No, look at the card. Look at the card in the community post, and you'll see it. It's Sans Undertale, but it's Dr. Sherman. I don't know what to do with this information. But on top of that, make sure when you go to that community post, Site 42 is allowed to vote for 2 SCPs and 2 SCP staff members to be made as cards. The cards aren't done yet. So list 2 SCPs and 2 SCP researchers you want. And there's a link to the Kickstarter. It lists which ones are already on the deck. So don't vote for those because they're already there. But do it, because then you will be able to influence this deck of cards. So make your votes known. I saw a lot of people voting for only like 1 SCP. No, vote for all 4. Make your voice heard. Okay. Crystal Walker, you want me on the cards? I'm already in the cards. You don't got to worry about it. I'm already there. Vote for other SCP researchers and other SCPs. Okay. I'm going to fall asleep. Faza, make Sumerian on the card. You're in charge of the campaign. Vote Sumerian. That's my rule. Vote Sumerian. Get Sumerian on the cards. That'll be very cool. Okay, I'm going to bed. Site 42 staff, I hope you had fun. I hope you learned something. Be safe, be well, and as always, secure, contain, protect. I'll see you in the next video and or stream. Your love lifted me higher than I've ever been lifted before. So keep it up, quench my desire, and I'll be at your side forevermore. You know your love keeps on lifting me higher, higher and higher. I said your love keeps on lifting me higher and higher.